Good morning guys, how are you? So I've got Instagram on and I've got TikTok on and it's me, it's Emma. It's Thrilling Thursday, Throwback Thursday on socials, one of my most favourite days. And I just thought I'd jump on, say hi and do the daily hoop and chat with you. Are you ready? So I hope you are ready to do this with me. If you've got a power hoop, go grab your power hoop or whatever hoop you've got and you can hoop away with me. I've just got to sort my hair out. I've just straightened it because I look like a lunatic this morning. I washed my hair, didn't straighten it. I don't know if you guys do this. I try and only straighten it a couple times a week. Then I was teaching out last night and, oh, what's happened to her? Something about causing my system to crash. I don't know what that was. Walk Fit Silent Disco last night. Got absolutely soaked. Ended up with hair look like a candy floss this morning. So I've just straightened it. But now, because I've got pretty fine hair, it's just falling out of its hairband. So just thought I'd explain what I'm doing. Anyway, you ready to hoop with me? So if you're ready to hoop, those of you new today, hi, I'm Emma. I'm a PT, I'm 52. I'm a postmenopausal woman. I specialise in, remind me again, what's this? Too much memory. Ooh, okay, don't know what's going on now. I coach women for women's health and fitness as my speciality. So if you are a woman, you're 35 plus, you are probably going to want to listen to me. Younger ones, I can train you as well, but you know it's like, when you're like 20, 25, 30, you don't want to listen to the 52-year-old bird. You're like, she's past it, I don't want to listen to her. Anyone who's kind of 35 plus will think, do you know what? Emma kind of might know what's going on here. She might. She's had a couple of kids, she's been perimenopausal, she's gone through all of that. She don't look too bad for her age, she's fairly fit and healthy. Maybe I'll listen to her. And that's all I can say to you. If you do, I've got your back. Guys, if you're listening to me too, it's not just the girls. I just specialise in women's health and fitness because I've been there, done that and got the t-shirt, that's all. But you guys, you can join too. You know, you can do the fitness with me. You will get fitter, definitely 100%. Or you can just listen to help the women in your lives. You know, maybe you've got wives or partners or daughters or sisters, mums, whatever. You know, it's always worth listening. So anyway, let's grab hold of the hoop. So I'm going to get the hoop. I've got some loads of stuff to do today. Oh, and I'm in my slippers. Just go with it, guys. I was out there really early this morning, got absolutely soaking wet in PT. I've still got my thermals on, thermal leggings and thermal top, but I've got my slippers on. So I'm going to step into my hoop. Let's get this going and then I can talk. I'm going to zip up my tummy. When I say zip up your tummy, it's no good just bracing your abdominals. When you brace, you tend to push down on your pelvic floor. That's not good for anyone. So if you imagine doing up a zip up your abdominals, or even better up for your pelvic floor, it's really, really good. It's much more strengthening. You're working your core muscles, but you're not pushing down, you're not bearing down. So that's something really good to do, men and women, by the way. Place the hoop onto my lower back, turn the hoop to the left, launch to the right, and off I go. I'm just pushing my hips forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. When you're hooping, you shouldn't be flapping around like a fish out of water. It's quite a small, gentle movement, and that's how it's really, really good for your core. Now, listen, guys, I've got a little confession this morning. Now, some of you who've been following me a while, you know I'm into health and fitness. Some of you also know I have got a massive sweet tooth. Now, I eat really well, I'd say 80% of the time, and that keeps me fit and healthy and not too much of a weight issue. However, do you know what I did this morning? And the reason I'm going to tell you this is, when you see someone on social media or you see someone talking and stuff like that, you think, oh, it's really easy for them. I bet they're perfect, or, you know, or whatever. Oh, no, no, no. Guess what I did this morning? This is, like, honestly, drives me insane, but some of you might get this. So I've got up this morning, up about 6. The first thing I drank was, I drank my gut, I call it my gut powder. Basically, it's prebiotic fibres to feed your gut. Good bacteria in your gut. So it's really good for your gut health. So I drank that. That was my first thing I drank this morning. All good, yeah? Left it a little while. Oh, hang on, Instagram's crashed, and I'll be back. Then I drank my elixir. So my elixir, the first thing I normally drink in the morning is, it's 1/4 of a freshly squeezed lemon. It's a bit of Himalayan salt and a splash of apple cider vinegar in a glass, down it. Why? Because overnight I've naturally been fasting. I try and leave it always between 10 and 14 hours from my last meal to my first. I do that religiously, and I started doing that when I got a bit of perimenopausal weight gain around my middle. I was like, what the hell is this? I'm not having this. I started doing a natural fast overnight. and it seems to really be working for me. I don't normally leave it longer than, hold on guys, something keeps coming up on my TikTok. There, turn that off, that's it. I don't go longer than 14 hours. Some people can, and men definitely can, but normally for women, if you stay within that window, it's a safe window that's not going to mess your hormones up, it's not going to put your body under too much stress, and it normally works. When you go sort of like 16 hours and longer, it's not always the best option for women, especially hormonal women. So just something to think about. Okay, so the elixir was always my first drink in the morning. It's really, really good. It's hydrating. It replaces lots of the lost minerals, etc., that you might have had while you're naturally fasting. It's very good. It's immune boosting. Some people say it aids weight loss, but does it? I don't know. Not really. But I just use it for the hydration. Okay, so that's what I always drank. But now I put my gut powder in first because I want to line my tummy. I want to really give my gut health as much of a boost as possible. If any of you have been using like antibiotics, or you take synthetic birth control, or you drink a lot of coffee, or you've got high sugar or a processed diet, your gut health is probably not good. And without your gut health, you've got a bit of a problem. You can get things like leaky gut and all that sort of stuff. It's not nice. So I'm just really looking after my gut health. So you think, that's really positive, Emma, you're doing really well. You are going to smash today, yeah? Then off I went and did PT outside. We've got storm, whatever it is today. Pouring rain, got soaked, got a bit cold. But, you know, that was all right. Came home, then I drank my next drink. So normally, I was always a cereal girl. Bloody loved cereal. Managed to knock normal cereal on the head, but went to steel cut oats made with unsweetened almond milk with a protein shake. So it's a protein-based meal. I've stopped drinking that. A lot of my clients that I work with love coffee. And coffee, normal coffee, is not so good. Really quite harsh on your gut health, gives a lot of people jitters. You know, you get quite addicted to it. And when you need a coffee to jumpstart your day, it's not very healthy. So I tried to look into this anyway, and then I found out about bulletproof coffee. Now, I don't drink coffee, but anything that I ever recommend to any of my clients, my PT clients, you know, whatever, I've always got to try myself. I'd never recommend anything that I wouldn't do myself. A bit like the hoop. Been using the hoop for 10 years. Happy to recommend it because it's great. Anyway, the bulletproof coffee. So I needed to try and find a way. So the bulletproof coffee, the idea is you either have the bulletproof coffee, the MCT oil, which is brain fuel oil, the grass-fed butter, and some collagen. Or if you don't drink coffee, you swap out the bulletproof coffee and you have all those things that I just said, but you either have the green tea or you add a little tiny bit of vanilla bean extract. And that's what I drink now. I have that, which I swear to God, I never thought I would. So I had that about 8:30. We're all good to go. You know, I'm feeling fabulous. Then I didn't teach my normal class at 9:10 this morning. And I've been doing some other stuff, doing all my admin. Suddenly, I just wanted chocolate, right? Now, I don't know why. Do you know what I've eaten? Do you know what I've eaten this morning? I actually feel sick right now hooping because I can't believe I've done this to myself. I've also just realised I haven't been timing this, so I've got no idea how long I've been hooping. What do you reckon, 4 or 5 minutes? Probably. So I'm going to stop hooping. So this is like a Thursday confession for me this morning. Let's go the other way. I'm going to put my timer on and do about 5 minutes this side. Right, you ready to hear what I've ate? I am so disgusted with myself that I've done it, and I do feel physically sick, which isn't very good either. I have eaten, right, don't even like Yorkies, don't even like a Yorkie bar. Went in the cupboard, I ate 3 chunks of a Yorkie bar. I would have ate the whole thing, but I'd already eaten some of it yesterday. So I ate 3 chunks of a Yorkie bar. Went down really nice, but you know what it's like, then you want more. Then I ate a skinny mint bar. That was bad enough. Why the hell I didn't just have my first meal, don't know. Then, do you know what I ate then? And this is probably why I feel sick and feel to talk about it. Have you seen the little Cadbury's Christmas puds? They're little round puddings. They look like Christmas puddings. They're really nice. I bought them for the family because I don't normally eat them either. I ate that as well. So this morning, I started off well with my gut powder, had my elixir, drank my bulletproof vanilla latte. Then I ate a bit of Yorkie, a skinny mint bar, and a Christmas pudding. What the hell am I thinking? So I just put this to you. Do you do this sort of thing? It's like self-sabotage. And you just think, I don't even know why I did it. So this is why when I'm talking to you guys, bear in mind, I don't do that very often. Yeah, it's just, I don't know why I did it. So I think what I'm trying to say to you guys is, when I coach in my groups, I coach and we talk about why do we do things. And this is the most important thing. You've got to look at your habit with food and why do you do it. And do you literally self-sabotage? I've seen so many people do really, really well with their health and fitness, and then they just go completely off the rails, stop exercising, stop eating well, and like it all goes horribly wrong. Don't get me wrong, I won't do that. I just had a blip this morning. The rest of the day now, I'll probably be fantastic with my eating, but I do feel really sick, and this isn't actually helping, I'm not going to lie. So, but I decided I'll torture myself. So yeah, anyway, that's another story. Look at the habits, look at why you do things. Is it out of boredom? Is it because you're stressed and you need a brain break? What is it? I mean, honestly, actually think about it. I do this work all the time with my girls. I do this a lot less. I used to binge eat like that quite a lot. I say binge, that's not that bad, is it? I mean, but it is because it's not good for you. I used to do this quite a lot. And then when I was younger, what I would do, because I'd done that, I then wouldn't eat a meal or something to try and compensate for the fact that I'd eaten all of that. Totally stupid, really stupid. I don't do that anymore. And I very rarely do this, to be honest. I don't know why I did it this morning. I really don't. I'm tired, I'm a bit cold, got a lot on my mind. I don't know. So I think it's really important to address why we do things. In one of my groups, my MenoFit groups, I work with my perimenopausal and menopausal ladies, and we do a lot of mindset. But this is why I'm honest and tell you about this as well. Although like 80% of the time I'm good, there's still 20% of the time where I wouldn't say I'm bad, it's more I don't eat accordingly to my goals. I think that's a better way of saying it rather than good and bad. Because it's not good and bad, food's food. Just some things bring much more to the table nutritionally than others. Like that lot this morning, what did that bring me? Nothing. It spiked my blood sugar levels. It might have made me feel good for about 5 minutes, but then I'll just feel bad all day because I ate it. And as I say, I feel sick. So I just wondered, I just think these are important things to talk about. Now, the next thing, if any of you have been watching what I've been doing lately, I started a new health protocol, and I have to say, up until today, that has made a lot of difference on my cravings. It really has. I've had them really under control. Today is clearly just a weird blip that I've had. And my test results came back. So you might have seen me talking about the omega-3 to 6, or omega-6 to 3 balance. Oh my God. I'll tell you what, guys, it is so fascinating. You know, I've dabbled around with taking supplements for many, many years because I know that we need them. I know you supplement your diet to help fill in the gaps in your nutrition. I know all of that. But what I didn't know, well, no, did you know what? That's not true. I really, really researched them. But obviously my research wasn't that great because, for example, the omega-3s that I've been taking, like I genuinely, hand on my heart, thought I was taking a really good one. I'd researched it. It's, you know, it's not really, really cheap. It's not something you just go and buy from the supermarket. I had no idea about how quickly it can oxidize, which means it basically goes off and doesn't get to where it needs to do the good work. I didn't realize how important the omega-3 was. I don't, you know, I kind of got the knowledge, but I suppose I didn't realise exactly how much you need. It's your very makeup, your very core, your cells, you know, your brain health. So many people now are suffering from all sorts of different mental health issues, whether it's just like, I don't mean you're mental, by the way. When I'm saying mental health, I'm talking about just how you feel, how you cope with stress, how emotional you feel, all those sorts of things, you know, and it's, oh, guys, it is just fascinating. But anyway, let me just cut to the end. Did my test, my dry blood spot test, sent it all off to be analysed. It came back. I'm in sort of the yellow zone. I'm semi-balanced. I'm going to be honest, that was a lot better than I expected. So it just goes to show that everything that I do, practice and preach normally, is doing really well, but I just needed something a bit more. So I'm taking my balance oil, I'm doing my gut powders, you know, I'm taking the supplements to give me all the nutrients I need. I'm doing that just to give it a boost, just to get me back down. So When you're born, your ratio between your omega-6 to 3 is 1:1. That's when you're born. And then unfortunately we F it up with life. Mine is currently 4.3:1. Now you think, oh, that's not bad, Emma. It's not bad, but I know I'm not functioning as well as I could. So I'm going to try and get mine down to below 3:1. So you might think, oh, that's easy. I don't know though, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm taking the balance oil, so that should help massively. Apparently the average in our country is around about 15:1. So if you think about that, that's 15 times more than what you're born with, as in you're out of balance. That's really, really bad. So when I say you're out of balance, that higher figure shows how much inflammation is in your body, just in case you wonder what the hell I was talking about. And if you think about inflammation in your body, you think about inflammation in your joints, your stomach, your body, your brain. All of that inflammation is making us stressed. It's making our bodies not work very well. It means your immune system is going to be compromised. But most importantly, when you're inflamed, your cellular health, your cells, if you think about that's our basic makeup in our bodies. If our cells aren't good, in good condition, you know, like we work out to be in good condition. If your cells aren't in good condition, if they're not nice and permeable, all the good stuff, the good nutrients when you're eating them, can't get in. And it means all the toxins and the crap can't get out. So you've got this cell that could be working for you so well to support every function in your body, or it's working against you. And that's what I'm working on, that cellular health. So everything else I do, whether that might be the food that I'm putting in, the nutrition I'm putting in, it might be the fact my HRT that I'm using, I want it to do a good job. That's only going to be able to be absorbed if my cells are well and they're happy and they're healthy and they've got a nice normal balance. So that's what I'm doing. So in that whole story, I've just told you, you know, normally 80% of the time I really work at it and I'm still not in balance. So I'm working to that. I also then told you, self-sabotage. What is that all about? Why on earth did I do that to myself this morning with sweets, the chocolate? You know, look at the relationship you've got with food and the relationship you've got with yourself. You know, is it that I don't know, you want to fail really? Or is it you do so well, you suddenly think, oh, sod this, I'll reward myself. What is it? It's getting a bit deep this morning, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to stop hooping. And my watch just turned off again. Everything's going really weird this morning. So my Instagram's cut off, my TikTok cut off, my watch is cut off. Right. Now, if anyone is still listening, quite impressed if you got to the end. I'm not going to lie. It's a new challenge. It's a new month. So this month, what we got? Is it 31 days in November? I think it is. Anyway, I've got a nice fitness challenge for you. And today it's press ups. Yesterday it was planks. And it's basically a general fitness challenge to get us through to December. In December, every December and every June, I did the squat challenge. And it's an accumulator. So we do more and more squats every day. Right up to the end, and it's just great. It's nice and simple. Squats done properly are brilliant exercises, but this month it's a general fitness challenge, so there's going to be working our entire body, there's going to be a bit of cardio in there, there's strength, there's just about everything. So if you would like to come and join me, it's only 1 minute, 1 minute daily challenge. That's all it is. It's dead simple. There's ways you can do it. You can just keep an eye on the little reels that I post and you get a rough idea what I'm doing, or you can come and be a subscriber with me. Now my subscribers, it's like £3.49 a month, it's nothing. You get a class every month as well, and I coach you every day. So if you want to know any more about that, give me a shout. I'd love to help you. It's really low cost and high value, which, let's be honest, in this day and age, that's what we all want. I'm going to stop talking because I've been talking for ages, and I'll be honest, I do feel a little bit sick. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, please stick it in the comments. I always go back and read everything afterwards. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys. And I've just seen someone where are we going? Information is only me being fast and chewy. Right, exactly that, Rich, exactly. So, intermittent fasting, really, really, really good way to go. And if you think about it, we naturally do that overnight anyway. We do. So all you've got to do is just prolong it a little bit. When we're constantly eating, I mean, unfortunately, for me, I've grown up in the era of it was all low-fat diet and all that rubbish, and eating little and often, and it's actually the worst thing you can possibly do. And then if you look at it now, I mean, say I'm 52, if you look now at lifestyle diseases and stuff that are on the rise, but then also think about the mental disease, think about Alzheimer's and dementia, it really is on the rise. And unfortunately, it seems to coincide very much with when sort of fast food sort of came into play, the low fat diet, people weren't consuming as much fats and stuff. So unfortunately, we've kind of nobbled ourselves by doing these stupid things. But you know, it's like we believe what we're told, don't we? Turmeric, yeah, again, I've been taking all of that as well, which is probably why my levels weren't quite as bad as they could have been. All I'm doing now, the only difference is I'm doing test-based personalised nutrition, that's all. So I've done that dry blood spot test that I was telling you about. I've got all my levels back, and I'm using a product that from this company. And it's basically, as I say, it's a balance oil, but it's got polyphenols in it. So the omega-3 100% gets to where it needs to go. So, and then I test again in 120 days. And the reason it's 120 days later is because that's how long it takes to renew your red blood cells. So I can see exactly my starting point, take this supplement, and then see in 120 days how well it's worked. So it's kind of taken the guesswork out. So it's really, really, really interesting. You know, and rather than, because I've spent loads of money over the years, you know, because I want to be fit and healthy, and I want a long, fit, healthy life. I don't want to be old and stuck in a corner like a little vegetable. I want to be there. I want to keep going. I want to be doing this for as long as humanly possible. So that's why I've gone with the test-based nutrition, because I want to know it works. I want to be proven that it works. Anyway, I'm going to stop chewing your ears off. If you want to know any more about that, you're interested in getting yourself tested, come back to me. I mean, I am so blown away by it that I'm not just doing it as a customer. I've actually partnered with them to do it, and I never partner with anything, ever. It's just something I don't do. For years, I get loads and loads of people chasing me, asking me to do Juice Plus, Herbalife, all sorts of things like that, and I always say no. And like I said, I will never recommend to anybody anything that I won't do myself. This seems like a no-brainer. It's something that really everybody should do. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, I've really got to go. Guys, I'll see you soon. Thanks for listening. See ya. Bye. If I can turn it off.